Closer and closer.
Yep.
Yeah.
Who are you?
That's Brennan.
That's Volkov.
Now that is somebody completely
No.
unrelated. We know he was clubbed by Witterel. I'm trying to think. I know his name. I'm just trying to think. Okay, if you look, if you were back at the electrocution scene, he's a topman.
Oh.
So now go back. Well, it depends who you want to solve next, I guess. That's Chiho Tan and the unknown dude that got spiked by the mermaids.
That is mostly you want to do the closest ones. Okay, who are you?
Okay. Okay, him. I'm trying to think of which. I think it's the memory where somebody says, "I tried to pull him back in. I tell his mom I tried to pull him back in." And I think it might be the scene with the bosun. No, wait, it's another midshipman. It's one of the dudes that got. It's. One of the other midshipmen. Okay, go back to the main drawing. The life at sea thing. I think this was the easiest way I could solve all the midshipmen. Okay, there should be 3 dudes standing relatively close together that are all dressed relatively the same. Okay, find the midshipmen. It's those 3, yeah, it's those 3 dudes right there. Okay, so we got 2 midshipmen we don't know and only 1 we do. Dang it. One of those 3 are all midshipmen. They're all dressed the same, and they're the only 3 midshipmen we have. Yeah, there it is. Tell Pete's mother I tried my best to pull him back and save him. And he's alluding to the dude that was blown up. So the dude that was blown up is Pete. A midshipman named Pete or Peter. Then the other one is the only other midshipman we have left.
Thomas.
Yep.
Was sniped by.
If we go back to his, if we actually go back to his death, we might be able to find it. But he's the death in the surgeon's cabin, I believe. We're very close to it.
Ah! That's the carpenter. Nope.
I believe it's in this. It's on this floor. It's the one that's got blood pooled in front of the door.
Yeah. Behold, as Raven's sense of navigation is not that good. That's the weapon
Okay,
slot.
go back to the scene in the book. It should just be there when you open up. Nope. Okay. Dang it. Yeah, go back to Link and open up his. Yeah. And it shows you he's on the gun deck, which we are not on, so we have to go up a level.
Ah, okay.
It even shows you where your feet are on on that drawing of the boat too. But there you go.
Oh. And.
Actually, I don't think this is going to give you the identity of his attacker. I think you have to go back a few steps for it. Because he's already been stabbed.
You're cut. Don't.
But this might get you a few other
Bear up,
deaths.
son. I'll stay with you.
You might be able to solve a few other deaths just by being here.
Oh.
Okay, so that dude was clubbed by other dude, and the other dude is Brennan.
Henry Brennan.
I know his face too freaking well.
Brennan.
He's
Brennan.
down a ways. He's not one of the officers, he's just a seaman. Keep going.
Henry Brennan.
Mm-hmm.
You are.
He's the one that got his face blasted off by him.
My fourth mate.
Yep.
Hey, don't like the look of your face. So what? He did something about it.
So if you want to see who stabbed the guy with the knife, you need to go a little earlier in this chapter.
This guy's earlier.
Yep. And roam around this scene. So I believe this is where you have the guy going, mutiny, mutiny! Or no, he's already stabbed.
Yeah.
He's already stabbed. But we don't know who stabbed him yet.
Even earlier?
So we need to go back another step before his face was blasted off. You can go up the stairs too. And see if that gives you any ideas to see. There's Brennan standing right there. And you can kind of piece together some of the other things that happened in this.
That's the captain.
Happened in this scene. And there's the captain looking depressed.
I mean, to be fair, I would too if like all the crewmen started dying.
As him again.
I think it can be kind of difficult. I think he's, yeah, he's just, there's just a dead body there that he's dealing with.
Oh.
Oh yeah, we don't know him yet.
So he's a topman.
Oh.
So go investigate the topman and we will see if we can figure out who this guy is just from that alone. Because he's in the... So we have topman left. Omid Ghoul, Timothy Budiment, Xi Zhang, and Lewis Walker. Okay? So out of those, he's not going to be Xi Zhang because he is not a Chinese. And he's not going to be Ghoul because he's not Persian. Which,
Ah! Fuck. That was a mistake.
Okay, try to go downstairs. Try to go downstairs here.
Yeah, so it's a mistake, but I think it was
Because
helpful.
because I believe we might be able to see the knife hat. Here we go.
Aha!
There you go.
Haha!
So he is the knife
Mistake,
wielding
but it
assailant.
wasn't.
He was knifed by the gunner's mate. Hang on.
Yeah, it moved on you a little bit. Yeah, Olus.
Yeah. Yeah.
Gunner's mate.
15.
Ta-da. There we go. A
Yep.
mistake that turned out to be helpful.
And that should be Nichols, I believe. No, that's Davies. Okay.
Davies.
So what happened is Lonk here heard them over discussing mutiny. So he yelled out about mutiny, was chased down by Olus, who was meeting with Davies. And then things went all over the place.
Yeah.
It's...
No, you're cut.
I think it was you.
Mm.
So we know he's a topman and he's one of two people. He's either Timothy or he's Lewis.
Hmm.
So, one thing, remember how I had you look at number 37 and see that tattoo on his
Yeah.
arm? You can't
Gonna
really see it
say-
here because you can't see his arm. But he will either, but that is how you're going to tell these two people apart.
It first appears in that one.
Yep.
It's done it.
Yep. Let's see if I can. I'm trying to remember when the other one dies. Because that dude that you're looking at right there dies in the last chapter. The other one, when did he die? I know how he dies. I'm just trying to remember which
Where's... Oh, it's down here.
I think it's in the very beginning of chapter 4. Beginning of chapter 4 or the end of chapter or the end of the murder chapter
Mhm.
is when the other guy is going to die. So see, he dies there. Unfortunately, that gives us no clue to who he is.
Alright. Hang on, he's the one that came swinging in.
Yep, he was the one that climbed up the side and went. So what you're going to want to do
It's probably...
is go. I know where you go back to the book. And go all the way back to the end of chapter 3, murder. That one. Wherever that... That's the one that was... Yeah, that's the leg hanging out of the window that was just kind of there. We need to take a look at this guy.
The bottom of the sea. That's a lie.
Nope.
On your toes.
And
Go up and get a really good look at him. Make sure his arm...
Slack the lifts and lower the
What's up on his arm?
oh, hello.
He is number 37.
Yeah.
Which means that the other guy is Lewis Walker.
Give it up.
So it's back to the gambling.
Actually, you can probably, if you want to, just open up the... Well, get out of the memory and then open up the book. And you should be able to find Lewis Walker on the sketch. And name him from there.
Yeah.
Because you've seen him a few times around by now.
Now it's
Well, you could do it. If you can remember where he was in the sketch. I think he's up in this area, too. Also, that guy with the turban. That turban denotes him as Persian. So and there's only one Persian on the list. Also, you'll see a scene of him charging through when I think the Kraken attacks, and he's carrying like a scimitar type sword. See the dude playing the instrument up there? Looks like he's playing an instrument on the top. Nope, that's about it. What about next to him? Up one.
him.
You was gonna say, like right
Over
next
to
to
the
him?
right. Him, yeah, that's him.
Yeah, there he is.
That is Lewis.
Lewis Walker.
Lewis Walker.
Lewis Walker.
Lewis.
Yeah.
44.
Lewis. Da-da.
And that is 3 more acts completed.
We're almost done. It's just a problem that there's so many of these that it's like, okay, you've solved the others. Now you gotta figure out what happened. Now you gotta solve everything else to get to this one guy.
Yeah. It's also not count.
Now,
It's also not count in nearly an hour, so we're going to have to bring this video to
yes, it is.
close. So, quick advice to any people out there who think of editing a 3-hour video is a good idea. It's not. It really
Just
isn't.
don't.
So, we'll be back with the next video with these two. Until then, bye.
Later, everybody.
Bye.